Welcome to online instruction at the Boston Architectural College. At the BAC, every course has a complimentary Moodle course. Moodle is a learning management system. It's a fully online, it looks like a website, but it actually acts as kind of a course conduit. Teachers can instruct through this device. They can also post materials. Students can communicate back to their instructor, and students can communicate to each other. So in its own way, it's a digital classroom. It can be used in a context of a face-to-face classroom as a complementary piece. It can also be used as a central piece in a fully online course. In this video, I'd like to walk you through how to enter this interface, how to move around it, and the key pieces and features of the interface. At the end, I'd like to give you a few options for directions in which you can advance your learning in some of the more technical and specific pieces of the interface. First, our first step is to log in. Your login is probably your first name dot last name. If you're not sure, go down to Help Desk down here, click on this, and they will be able to provide that information. So it's usually first name dot last name. And this is the initial interface we see. The most important part of this is this middle part, the course overview. Course overview is where you will see any courses, either active or inactive, that you are responsible for. That is to say, you have instructor rights for. These are bright blue, meaning they are active. If these were gray, it would mean they are inactive, meaning students cannot see them. If any of these courses here are gray, they are either past courses or upcoming courses that you have not yet activated. There will be an option at the end of this video to show you how to activate these courses. But these are both active. Let me enter this one here and see what this interface looks like. So the first thing I notice here is the module. The module is the week into which information is broken. They are broken into weeks, but each week, for example, April 24th to April 30th, has its own content focus and its own activities just for that week. It's delineated by these lines here and here to kind of give a focal point for where this lesson begins and ends. You'll notice here that there is what we call a weekly overview. There are also activities down here as well. Students will see only this part here until this point in time. So if a student tries to access this web page, this course right here, before April 24th, for example, April 22nd, all they will see is this text. They will not be able to see these activities unless you have enabled them. Again, this will be features we'll show you at the end of the course. Let's walk through real quick what is going on the right side of the screen over here. These are what we call blocks. These are kind of little mini features that you'll see on almost all of the pages inside of Moodle. The first is an announcements block, which is customized to each course. So if you want to make an announcement that all students will see, this is a great place to make it. We'll show you at the end of this video how to go about this in another step-by-step tutorial. Down here is the instructor tutorials. These are kind of quick help guides for any of these topics in case you want quick ideas. This is the course resources block, where you can post course-wide pieces you want students to see throughout their course. For example, a syllabus, a course roster for student and instructor information, course mail, and a coffee house for a general discussion. This down here is the navigation block. You can keep it open. You can minimize it if you want as well. For grade final submission, they're done through here. This is an additional administration block if you'd like to do some editing. And down here are what's called hidden activities. Students do not see these, but instructors do. Now that we're more comfortable with this page, let's actually go back to the home page. The way you can navigate back is a few ways. First, through this navigation window here. Perhaps more conveniently is up here, what's called the breadcrumb trail. So we're on this page right now, and these are all the pages we've come from before. So I actually want to go back to my courses page, so I'll click here, and it takes me back to this. Additionally, I can click on the BAC logo in the top left-hand corner of any page, and it will take me back to this same My Courses window. Up on this top toolbar, there are two items. The first is the Needs Help Center. If you have any questions or concerns, you feel confused about a piece or want to learn more about a feature, click here, and this is the screen that will come on up. Now, these are the essential pieces of information, but probably most pertinent to what you're going to want to learn as an instructor is the instructor resources portion of the page. These are examples, how-to guides, training resources, contact information, and frequently asked questions, among other things that instructors commonly want to have outside of one-on-one contact. If you would like to have some one-on-one contact with somebody, you can always access the Need Additional Help block up here. If you click on this here, the Online Course Support Center, it will take you to this page where you can get one-on-one help. This one-on-one help can look like email support by clicking on a ticket here. This support is 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. It can also take the form of a text chat. You can click on this here, or there's also phone support available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can talk to somebody about what's not working for you with the technology. Let's go back to the Needs Help page. So now we're going to try to finally navigate back to the home page again, so I can show you one additional feature in the toolbar, which is the online resources. At the BAC, we have some BAC specific resources that we actually are privy to. For example, the Building Green Journal and the Journal of Green Building Green Design Strategy Journal and the Journal of Green Building, which is a practical applications peer-reviewed research journal. Students can access all these, and instructors are encouraged to utilize these as we do have licenses for these. Additionally, students commonly access these writing resources. Feel free to refer to them to these, and there are other technical resources down here as well. Now, the final piece of this tutorial is I'd like to give you the ability to kind of branch out on your own and learn at your own speed as far as what features you'd like to learn more about. The best way to do that, as always, is to go to the Needs Help Center and find what down here piques your interest or what you'd like to learn a little bit more about. A great place to begin is to click on the Training Resources page. This will give you an overall view of all the tutorials that are available. You can either enter this through our YouTube channel, where all of these videos are categorized by interest, or you can also go through text-based step-by-step tutorials here. For more links to these tutorials, you can click on any of these over here on the right side of the window.